Yeah, Coach, everybody, today we'll continue on a game called Bloodstained Flowers. Let's see, where were we? 324. This is a continuation. What would happen if we grab our stuff? Anzo's suffering. I have to deliver my stuff to everyone as soon as possible. Oh wait, suppose to press the enter button.
Sakura? Sumire. Gomen.
Samiri, I'm sorry. I have to get this to everyone quickly. Please, get out of the way.
そっか。みんな喉が渇いて大変だろうね。
Wow, everyone must be thirsty, huh? If you don't deliver it fast, will everyone dry up and die?
別にそれでいいじゃん。
That's a good thing, right? Why don't we all die right now?
ねえ、さくら。それより私、さくらに見てほしいものがあるんだ。
Hey Sakura, there's something very important I want you to see. Found it in the greenhouse outside the mansion. Seeing that, Samir reveals that what she's holding behind her back is a hatchet. Uh-oh.
ねえ、さくら。これならうまい具合に当てれば、一瞬で殺してあげられると思わない？
Sakura, do you think you'll die instantly if I land a good blow? Yeah, depending on where you hit me, yeah.
さくらだって痛みを味わう前に一瞬で死ねた方がいいでしょ？
Wouldn't it be better for you to die in an instant instead of feeling the pain? Yep.
やめて、すみれ。
No, stop, Sumire.
さくらは一緒にいてくれるって言ってくれたよね。
Sakura, you said you would stay with me, didn't you? You lied to me by saying that, right?
ごめん、すみれ。ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, Sumire. I'm sorry.
今さら謝ったってもう遅いんだよ。
It's too late for that now, traitor. Aiming for my head, Sumire swings down with all her might. Oh, shit. Radio. Hey, nice. She has the hatchet. That's a big hatchet. So now they've dubbed that too. Let's see, 320. No, this is 3-4. This is 1-4. Yeah, this is a good situation. Let's go. Good morning, Sakura. Anzu-chan.
Ohayo.
Morning.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy killed us previously. Wonder what's his connection with.
みんな、おはよ
Morning, everyone.
う。おはようございます。
Morning. Do you all want to eat something? We got MREs, canned stuff, bread, rice balls, and candy. Do you really think candy is a suitable meal? You know what? Shut up.
そうね。パンでもいただこうかしら。
Well, I would like some bread.
僕もいただくよ。
I'll have some too. Here, Reggie, would you like a rice ball?
何でもいい。
I'll take whatever. Okay. Once everyone finishes eating, I decide to ask everyone a question.
ねえ、これから
Hey, at this point, what do you think we should do?
どうって助けが来るまで
Isn't it obvious? We'll just stay here until help arrives.
外に出られないかな。
Are we able to go outside?
外って。
Outside? Aren't the poison dogs out there?
その野犬なんだけど、もう死んでる可能性はないかな。
The wild dogs. Isn't it possible that they're already dead? Hey, good point. I don't know how long it takes to die of the toxin, but I haven't seen a wild dog since the morning.
もう死んでいるとしたら、外を歩き回れる。
If they're dead, they won't be walking around outside. There might also be a way to escape other than the bridge.
確かに、朝になってからは野犬の姿を見ないね。
Yeah, I haven't seen any wild dogs this morning. We can play it safe by waiting for help to arrive. However, I want to leave this mansion as soon as possible. I really don't want to be in a place like this anymore.
俺は反対だ。
I don't think that's a good idea. Explain why.
ヒイラギ？
確かに、昨日見た野犬どもは死んじまったかもしれねえ。
The wild dogs from yesterday are probably dead, yeah. However, they may have infected other animals. Those animals may still be alive and roaming about. Okay.
そっか。
Oh, right. Of course, they may have transmitted their infection. How did I not realize that? I'm so stupid.
さくらちゃんは早くここから出たいのね。
Sakura, I get you want to leave here quickly.
え
Yeah,
無理もないわ。
I get it. Your best friend and teachers are gone, but it's dangerous to leave recklessly.
あなただけじゃなく、
You don't want to put everyone in danger, do ya?
はい。
Yeah, sorry I said something without thinking. I'm so stupid. Miss Nishizaki wanted me to help everyone, but all I could think of was running away. My embarrassment makes me look down and bite my lip. There must be something I can do. I think that and consider the sheets I brought from my bedroom. Yeah, what I can do now is...
私、応接室に行ってくる。
I'm going to the parlor.
何しに？
Why?
すみれたちに。
I want to cover up Samiri and the others. I can't just let them lie there like that. She was my best friend.
そうね。
Well, I guess that's about all we can do at the moment.
お姉ちゃん、私も一緒に行くよ。
Big sister, I'll go with you.
ありがとう、アンズ。
Thanks, Anzu. You can stay in front of the parlor. I don't want Anzu to see the corpses.
僕も行くよ。柊はどうする？
I'll go too. What about you, Hiragi?
ああ、俺も行く。
I'll go too.
そう。じゃあみんなで行きましょうか。
Yeah, let's go together. It's just about covering the bodies. That's like a big deal. Or like needing a lot of manpower for this shit. We get up from our seats and go to the parlor. When we're in front of the room, we hear nothing inside.
アンズはここで待っててね。
Anzu, stay here. I steel myself as I open the door to the parlor. The moment I open the door, a terrible smell enters my nose. I shift my gaze to the center of the room. Mr. Takanuki and Sumire are facing each other on the ground, like lovers. There's a large amount of blood by their mouths, along with red stains on the floor. Sumire's hand is placed lovingly on Mr. Takanuki's cheek. Step by step, I approach the bodies. The red bruises, formerly covering their whole bodies, are gone. I look at the faces of Mr. Takanuki and Sumire. No life remains in their faces. Their skin and hair may look unchanged, but these people effectively look like strangers now. Their eyes are hollow. There is no light in their pupils. These two were smiling and seemed to be having lots of fun when we first arrived yesterday, but now I don't want to think about it anymore. Their bodies are here, but they feel so far away. Unable to look at them anymore, I covered them with a sheet. What about Mr. Shizaki? When I turn around, I see Kaede, Hiragi, and Tsubaki are all averting their gazes. They are hesitant to look directly at the bodies. I look again at the corpses covered by the sheet.
さよなら。
Goodbye. After I say that, we all leave the parlor.
大丈夫。
You okay? You all look so pale.
平気だよ。
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry, Anzu. Try to form a smile to reassure Anzu, however. Yeah.
お姉ちゃん
Big sister. Am I infected too? I run to the bathroom. I put my head above the toilet bowl. Ew. Wait, aren't you supposed to be immune? That was what I was thinking when this game started. That Sakura was immune to the virus or whatever. I'm still nauseous even though I've emptied my stomach. I feel terrible. Oh, okay.
お姉ちゃん。
Big sister. Before I can react, Anzo arrives and rubs my back. This reminds me of when Anzo rubbed my back when I was sick too. Vaguely remembering that, my nausea begins to go away. The hollow faces of Mr. Takanuki and Sumire are burned into my head. I can't remove the image from my mind. I can't even remember what they used to look like. Sad man. Once my nausea is gone, I wash my hands and mouth at the sink.
さくら、もう大丈夫なの？
Sakura, do you feel better now? Yeah, sorry for worrying you.
親友の遺体を見たんだもの。
You saw your best friend's body, no wonder. I made everyone worry. I messed up. I have to be stronger, or at least I have to not drag everyone down. When I raise my gaze again, knowing that I have to stay strong, I look at the door to the dance hall. On the other side of that door is Miss Nishizaki. Miss Nishizaki will be in the same state as Sumire and Mr. Takanuki. When I look at the door with that thought in mind, I notice something weird. What? I'm sure I tied the belt and string tightly on the door yesterday. However, the belt and string were cut in the middle.
ホールの扉が開いてる。
The door to the dance hall, it's open.
変だよ。なのに。
Hey, this is weird. I know I tied it up yesterday so that no one could open it. Everyone gathers in front of the door and looks at the cut belt and strings in the door handle.
刃物で切られたみたいだね。
It looks like the bindings were cut with a knife.
誰がこんなことを。
Who did this? It's not like anybody's gonna confess to it, admit to it.
もしかして、
Maybe Nishizaki wedged a knife through a gap in the door and escaped? No. Miss Nishizaki opened it from the inside. Was her asking us to lock her in there a trap? And now she's planning to kill us? Nah, man. I opened the dance hall door. Da-da-da-da. Unlike what I expected, Miss Nishizaki's right here. However, she's lying down. She's bleeding from the head and lying down. There's a bloody glass ashtray near the body. It's obvious that she was beaten. Yeah. No.
西崎先生。
どうしてこんな。
Why did like this?
どうしたんですか皆さん。
What happened? Everyone.
ハンズ、見ちゃダメ。
Anzu, don't look. I hug Anzu tight. She appears to be confused. The arms hugging Anzu tremble.
西崎先生。
Nishizaki-sensei, is she in there? Is she dead? Yeah, but I don't think she died from the toxin.
どういうこと。
What do you mean?
西崎先生は。
I think Nishizaki-sensei was murdered by someone.
殺害。
Murdered?
そんな。西崎先生か。
But Nishizaki-sensei? How? Why?
あんずちゃんには。
Anzu-chan, it might be too much for you to handle. Anzu-chan, let's go back to the living room.
すみません、椿部長。
Sorry about this, Tsubaki. I'll entrust Anzu to you. Yeah, we should get back to the living room right away. Anzu returns to the living room with Tsubaki. The three of us remaining look at Miss Nishizaki's body again. I have to hold back my nausea. I can't run away from this. I resist the temptation to look away from Miss Nishizaki. Kaede touches Miss Nishizaki's body. How could this happen? Hiragi looks away from Miss Nishizaki's body and instead looks at the glass ashtray near her. The ashtray is stained with blood.
これで殴って殺したのか。
She might have been hit and killed with this. This is horrible. Who would do such a thing? I look at Miss Nishizaki's arm. For some reason, her sleeve is rolled up.
ねえ、片方だけめくれてるんだろう。
Hey, why is Miss Nishizaki-sensei's sleeve rolled up?
本当だね。
You're right. Kaede looks closer at Miss Nishizaki's arm, where her sleeve is rolled up.
あれこれなんだろ
What? What is this? When Kaede looks at Miss Nishizaki's arm, he finds a small red mark.
うこの後。
This mark, it looks new, but did you guys forget that this disease is contagious, this virus? So careful touching the body.
本当だ。い 跡みたいだね。
Yeah, it looks like she was punctured with a needle or something. What is something like that doing here? Did Miss Nishizaki puncture herself, or was it the person who attacked Miss Nishizaki?
それにしても
Even so, who could have done this?
誰って？
Who it is? That's obvious.
俺たちの中の誰かだよ。
It's one of us. Hiragi said a fact I don't want to accept. That's right, there's no one else but us inside the mansion. The person who killed Miss Nishizaki is one of us 5. We leave the dance hall in silence and go to the living room. Oh no, this is bad, man, this is bad. So Hiragi's on the suspect list? Everyone.
アンズ、もう大丈夫なの？
Anzu, are you doing okay? Yeah, Sabaki-senpai rubbed my back, so I was able to calm down.
お姉ちゃん、
Big sister, tell me, what happened to Nishizaki-sensei? Duh.
アンズちゃん、
Anzu-chan, it would be better to stay unaware.
うん。
No, I want to know what happened to Nishizaki-sensei.
本人が言ってんだ。教えてやってもいいだろ。
You heard her. We should tell her what's going on. Yeah, okay. If you want to know, Anzu, I'll tell you. We sit in the living room and start to talk about Miss Nishizaki.
アンズ、
Anzu, Nishizaki-sensei appears to have been murdered by someone. Her head was bleeding and there's a bloody ashtray by her body. The culprit beat Nishizaki-sensei, probably killing her. Not probably, she was killed.
そう。
Oh, so that's what happened. But who could do something so terrible?
誰がやったかは。
We don't know who did it, but we do know that the culprit is in this room. Huh?
そうね。
So, since there's no one else in the mansion...
そんな、誰かが忍び込んで西崎先生を襲ったのかもしれないじゃないですか。
I know, someone could have snuck in and attacked Nishizaki-sensei.
その可能性もあるが。
That is possible, but have you seen what's around the mansion? Have you heard of secret doors, secret passageways? Maybe the true culprit is inside one of those things.
だけど、外には野犬がうろうろしていて、
The dogs were running about outside, and since yesterday, we've been walking around the mansion. We've seen no signs of someone else here, and we certainly haven't encountered someone like that. Then one of us, Nishizaki-sensei. Everyone goes quiet. One of these people is sulking even though they killed Miss Nishizaki. It's insane. I don't want to believe it.
さくらちゃん、
Sakura, was Nishizaki-sensei still alive when you locked her up?
もちろんです。それに、
Of course. Also, I didn't see the glass ashtray in the dance hall. The killer must have brought it from somewhere, right?
あの時、私は手に何も持っていなかったのは、みんなも知ってるはずですよ。
You all know I had nothing in my hands then.
確かに、あの時桜は何も持ってなかった。
Sakura certainly didn't have anything like that at the time, and considering the bloodstains, the culprit must have ended up stained in blood themselves, but her clothing didn't have such stains.
そういや、あの灰皿なら。
I think the ashtray was in the study during the day. Well, thank you for outing yourself out, because remember when we were roaming around the mansion and we saw... And who did we saw in the study room? This guy.
本当ですか、柊先輩。
Is that true, Hiragi-senpai?
ああ、多分犯人はそれを使ったんだろう。
Yeah, I didn't see the ashtray there today, so I think the culprit may have used that one.
凶器が2階の書斎にあったとして、
Assuming the ashtray was in the study on the second floor, the culprit snuck out of their room while everyone was asleep, took the ashtray from the study, and went to kill Nishizaki-sensei.
一応アリバイを確認しておこうかしら。と言っても、または。
I suppose I'll provide my alibi now. I'm in a room by myself, so no one else can back me up, but last night, I went into my room and fell asleep for a while.
私とお姉ちゃんも。
My sister and I went to our room and fell asleep right away. Yeah, I was so tired I couldn't wake up until the morning.
僕たちはしばらく起きて話をしていたよね、柊。
We were awake and talking for a while, right, Hiragi? I think we went to bed around 2 in the morning. I didn't hear anything when I was awake.
つかよ、俺たちとクリスノは兄弟なんだから。
Well, we and the Kurisunos are siblings, so if we get along, it could still be any of us, right? It's hard to give a solid alibi.
じゃあこの中の誰にもことだね。
So, none of us have a solid alibi.
そうだね。灰皿についた指紋でも取れば犯人がわかるんだろうけど。
Yeah, if we could take fingerprints from the ashtray, we would know who it is, but we don't have the tools for that. Everyone is staring at each other. Makes sense, there's a murderer on the loose. The murderer killed Miss Nishizaki, who the murderer spent time with in club activities. Did the murderer have a grudge against Miss Nishizaki, or is there some other reason? All I know is that the killer is a very unscrupulous person, whatever that means.
この中の誰かが犯人なのか。
I don't know who he could be, or if there are intruders, but for now, let's all stay together. Wouldn't that be reasonable?
そうですよね。
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's all stay together until help comes.
私もそれがいいと思う。
Yeah, I like that idea too.
そうだね。
Sure.
互いに見張り合うってことが。
It's like we'll be keeping an eye on each other. It's a strong deterrent. We collectively decide to wait for help. Yay, we're helping. Waiting for help. Nice. Now what? Everyone's on edge now. After that, several hours pass. The clock's hands point to 3 o'clock. Everyone is either wandering around the living room, sitting down, or looking gloomy. We had casual conversations at first, but that ended, and now everyone is talking less and less.
みんな、お腹すかない？
Are you guys hungry? Should I go make something?
すみません。私は結構です。
Oh, no thanks. I'm fine.
僕たちもちょっと。
We're good too.
そう。
Huh, that's unfortunate. How about you, Anza-chan?
私、部長の手料理食べてみたいです。
Yeah, I want to try some of your home cooking.
そう、よかった。じゃあ作ってくるから待っててね。
Okay, sounds good. I'll make some for you, so just wait here. Tsubaki goes to the kitchen in a good mood. Once she leaves, silence falls upon the room again. We decide to sit and wait until Tsubaki returns.
ねえ、もしかしてさ、
Hey, could the one who torched the bridge and the one who killed Nishizaki-sensei be the same person?
どうだろう。
I don't know, but yeah, I don't see why not. But if the culprit is with us, then why did they plan to trap us here and kill us from the beginning?
そうかもしれないね。
Maybe.
でも、橋が落とされたことと、
With the bridge being torched, Nishizaki-sensei being killed, and the infection by the toxin, could there be a connection between them all? Pretty sure one of these guys were cured. However, the infection is starting to come back and they need more samples for them to get cured themselves or something. But since what I think, this is just my theory, since Sakura is totally immune from that, they're like, how? Why are you immune? Not me, etc., etc. That's why they're willing to kill people in order to save themselves from the toxin or something. I don't know. Maybe. That's my theory. A lot has happened since we came here. However, it's difficult to connect all the events on a timeline. For example, did someone give Mr. Takenuki a toxic flower, or did he encounter one by accident in the forest? I remember the notebook in the study mentioning that all the flowers were burned, but there's still that man with the infected mouse blood.
もしかしてってことはないかな。
If someone in here had the flower toxin mentioned in the notebook, is it possible that that person trapped us in here and infected people?
でも、あのノートには花はすべて燃やしてしまったって書いてあったよ。
Didn't the notebook mention that all the flowers were burned?
ノートの最後にさ、 書いてあったでしょ。
But the notebook mentioned the man with the infected mouse blood, right?
それを何かしらの経由で手に入れた人がいるとしたら、
If someone got a hold of that blood somehow,
もしその毒薬を使って
if someone did try to infect everyone with the toxin, why go through the trouble of beating Nishizaki-sensei to death?
西崎先生は毒に感染してたんだから
Nishizaki-sensei was infected with the toxin, so if the culprit decided against killing her, she wouldn't have much longer to live anyway.
そっか、そうだよね。
Yeah, that's true.
犯人は西崎先生を殺すつもりじゃなかったとか？
Maybe the killer didn't initially plan to kill Nishizaki-sensei. If the culprit went to check on Nishizaki-sensei, but she went crazy due to the toxin, the killer may have acted in self-defense. Good theory, but unfortunately that's not what we saw.
けど犯人は2階の書斎からわざわざ灰皿を持ってきてるんだろ
But why would the killer go out of their way to get an ashtray from the study upstairs? Would such a person really have no murderous intent? Did the culprit enter the dance hall intending to kill Miss Nishizaki after all? But why? As we all think about that, the door to the living room opens with a sound.
あら、どうしたのみんな。なんだか怖い顔してるわよ。
Oh, what's wrong, everyone? You all look so scared. It looks like Tsubaki came back after finishing her cooking. She's got a plate with a sandwich in her hand.
ちょっといろいろみんなで考えてたんです。
We were thinking about some things.
へえ、そうなの。よかったらその話、私にも聞かせてくれない？
Oh, is that so? Would you mind sharing what you were talking about?
はい、あんずちゃん。よかったら食べてね。
Hey, Hansa-chan, I didn't have enough ingredients, so I could only make a tuna sandwich. If that's okay, feel free to eat it.
ありがとうございます。
I will, thanks. We all sit down and start talking to Tsubaki about what we recently discussed. Discuss. And then...
みんなでそんなことを話していたの。
So that's what you were all talking about.
椿部長は犯人は誰だと思いますか？こんなことをしているんでしょうか？
Tsubaki, who do you think is the culprit? Why would the culprit do this?
ごめんなさい。私にもさっぱり見当がつかないわ。
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
でも本当に花の毒ってどこから感染したのかしらね。
But where did the flower toxin come from in the first place?
とても不思議な毒よね。人を死に至らしめるだけじゃなく、ね、
The toxin is very strange. Not only does it kill people, but it also makes them go berserk. It's like some sort of drug.
ねえ、私考えていたのだけれど。
Speaking of which, could the toxin be related to the family suicide that happened at this mansion 10 years ago?
どうしてそう思うんですか
What makes you think that?
ここに来る前に宇津木邸のことを調べてきたんだけど。
Before coming here, I did some research on the Utsugis. Tsubaki takes a newspaper article out of her pocket. Seems to be related to the Utsugi mansion case. Why did you say this before? The newspaper has a photo of Azusa Utsugi, the wife of the mansion's owner, Masaki Utsugi. She's also the prime suspect in the case. I think Aida's dad and Azusa Utsugi were siblings. Maybe that's why I feel Azusa Utsugi looks similar to Hiragi. Oh, okay. That explains.
高貫先生がおっしゃっていた通り、この宇津木家の人たちはみんな仲が良くて、
As Takanuki Sensei said, the Utsugi family were all on good terms with each other and had no troubles with money. The reason for the suicide remains unknown. Oh man, I have to edit here, fellas. I have to prepare for work. I'm so, I'm so immersed. I'm like, what is... I'm totally invested in the story. Like, who's doing the thing and why would you do that? If Hiragi is the real culprit, why do that? But then again, I did say my theory on why. Because this virus is coming back to him, so he needs samples in order to research more on how to prevent that from happening. And he got angry that, hey, why is Sakura the one not being infected? Why is she immune and not me? That's why he's doing all the killing and shit. So yeah, this is Bloodstained Flowers. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.